Hey guys, this is your review sheet. Hope you're doing well here. Let's get started with this first guy. All the front is 2.4 and 9.1, so it's all direct variation stuff. They say y varies directly with x, so y equals k times x. K is always on the top. There's my setup. I'm going to put 4 and 8 in that, so if I'm going to set this up, I'm going to go, okay, y equals kx, 8 equals 4k. So k is going to be 2. So my equation for number 1 the whole time is going to be this. The constant of variation, which is what we just solved for, k is equal to 2. The slope is the same thing as k, so 2 again is the slope. Your x-intercept is when y is 0. So if I'm solving for my x-int, I say y equals 0, so that would be 0 equals 2x. So x is 0. So the point would be 0, 0. Y-intercept. Well, if you're doing the y-intercept, it's basically the same thing as the last one, except this time it's x equals 0. So if I'm putting 0 in here, it's 2 times 0, which is 0. So my y-intercept is 0, 0. Jumping down to A, x is 2/5. So what's y? Well, y would be 2 times 2/5. So this is 4/5. Okay, and B, we have, what is y when x is -9? So we're going to have y equals 2 times -9. So this is -18. Okay, so A and B are finished. All we have to do now is graph it. So 0, 0 is the chart. Then we have a slope of 2. All right, and here we go. So connect my points. There's my direct variation for y equals 2x. Okay, hope you guys are doing well. Let's jump down here to the middle guy, which is dealing with inverse variation. So again, when you read this, say y equals k inversely with x. So I'm doing y equals k over x. Looks like y is 2. X is -10, so if I solve this, k is equal to -20. So my equation is y equals -20 over x. All right, there's my equation. Finished with that part. Now let's do A. X is 8, so this is y equals -20 divided by 8. So we know that this is -10 over 4, which is -5 over 2. Going to be, when x is 5/12, so this is -20 divided by 5/12. So I'm going to flip 5/12 to get it to the top. This gives me 1. And basically I'm looking at -240 divided by 5. Because 12 times 20 is 240 divided by 5. So this is -48. Okay, so there's part 2 finished. Moving right along here, going down to part 3. Are we varying jointly? So z varies with k, x, and y. So that's my formula. Then I'm going to plug in 6 for x. Y is 1/4. Z is 48. So this is going to be k equals 6 over 4, which is 3 over 2. I'm going to multiply the reciprocal over. So it'll be 2 times 16, which is 32. Okay, so there you go. Oh, not finished yet. Yell at me. So there is my k. So that gives me z equals 32xy. There's my equation. So I answered this finally. And I still got to go through the 2 situations, or the 1 situation they give us here with this, which I'll put in blue. So z equals 32 times -7 times -1/4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide these both by 4, and this is 8
looks like negative times a negative is positive. 8 times 7 is 56.
Okay. Now I'm finished with the front. Amen to that. And let's keep rolling here to the back. Ooh, asymptote's going to need a graphing calculator for sure. Okay.
Remember, horizontal asymptote is when y equals a over c plus e. This guy set the denominator equal to 0.
Okay. So if I go HA, my horizontal asymptote is 2/3.
This is what y equals.
And my vertical asymptote would be x equals 2. How did I do that?
3x minus 6 equals 0.
Okay, so x equals 2. Here's my vertical. Finished with this guy. Here comes 2/3. Finished with him. Okay, as far as my t-chart goes, looks like 2 is in the middle of it, so I'll go 1, 0, -1. If I put 1 in here, I have 2 over -3. So at 1, I'm at -2/3. Okay, if I put 0 in, I have 0 over -6. So that would be 0, 0. And at -1, I'll have -2 over -9. So 2/9 should be here. So I'm going to stay really close to this asymptote and then curve it down. Okay, there's my first line. Now I'm going to go over here, my positive section. So remember, 3, 4, 5, because I'm just above 2. So if I put 3 in here, I get 6 over 3, which is 2. So positive 3, I'm up 2. At 4, I'm going to have 8 over 6, which is 4/3, so 1 1/3. So 1 1/3 is here. If I put 5 in, I have 10 over 9, which is almost 1, but just above it. So here we go again. Start really close to this asymptote, and then loop it around. Okay, and there we go. Okay, coming over here, horizontal asymptote. Again, we have a over c, so this is 0 over 1 plus 2. This is 2, so y equals 2. Vertical asymptote is when you would say, okay, so the denominator equals 0, so x equals 0. So x equals 0 is here, going vertical. Horizontal asymptote at y equals 2, going across, going across. Okay, so going to the left of the vertical asymptote, I'd be at -1, 0, I'm sorry, not 0, -1, -2, -3. So if I put -1 in, I end up with 7 plus 2, which is 9. Put -2 in, I end up with 3.5 plus 2, so that's 5.5. Put -3 in, I get 2 and 1/3 plus 2, so that's 5.3 repeating. I'm sorry, 4.3 repeating. Plus 2 is 4.3 repeating. So -1 up 9, just up here. Okay, at -2, I'm at 5.5, which is here. At -3, I'm at 4.3. Here, I guess I'm going to plug in like -7. So that would be +1, so I'm at 3, -7, so I'm not here. So if I'm doing this guy correctly, okay, something along those lines. And going to the right, I'm going to need a lot of points here again. So let's start with 1, 2, 3, and we'll jump to 7. If I put 1 in, I got -7 plus 2, which is -5. So 1 down 5. Okay, we're good. And then if I put 2 in, I'm going to have -3.5 plus 2, -1.5. Right there. If I put 3 in, I get -2 and
basically negative 1/3. So 3 of them a third. That's 7. I have 1, and that would be here. So to draw my graph of this guy, something along those lines would be just fine.
So there's 1 and 2. I'm going to skip ahead here to the last section. Hope you guys are hanging in there. Factoring. So this is going to go by pretty quick now.
okay? So this one here is x and x, plus minus plus is minus minus, 2 and 1. Over x and x, I'm going to have plus minus, 6 and 1. So those cancel out. X minus 2 over x plus 6.
Right? Come on over here to 2. GCF of 2, I get x squared minus 5 over x plus 1. Times x plus 2 over 3 times x squared minus 5. X squared minus 5's match up. We're left with 2x plus 2's on top and 3x plus 1's on bottom. Okay? And to finish up, last but not least, the last 2 problems. So factoring x squared minus 4, you should get tired of seeing these by now, x plus 2x minus 2, and times x plus 2. So I'm just connecting these across here. Across the bottom, I have x minus 3, pull out an 8, this is x minus 2. So these cancel out. I got x plus 2 squared, 8 times x minus 3. Right, over here, we have x plus 7, x minus 5. This is x minus 3 times x minus 4. Times 3x, this is x minus 4. And on the bottom, I have x and x. And this would be minus, minus, minus. So it looks like I'm going to need, let's see, 5 times 8. Yep, that would be it. Okay, time to cancel out. I can connect these, this guy with this guy. Let's see, x minus 4 with x minus 4. And that should be it. We have 3x, x plus 7 on the top left. Across the bottom, we have x minus 3 and x minus 8. Hey guys, you ready for that quiz now? You got 4 sections to study for, 2, 4, 9, 1, 9, 2, 9, 4. So do well, and almost finished with the year, so hang in there. Stay cool, guys.